Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, today we're going to do a book of Tauhid. This is called Kitab Tauhid. And let me give the intro for this book. This book, Kitab Tauhid by Shaykh al-Islam Muhammad bin Abdul bin Wahhab. And today we're going to do the first chapter. نحمد ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Chapter 1, At-Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. Allah the Almighty said, وَمَا خَلَقْتَ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. This is in chapter number 51 and ayah number 56. And I, Allah, created not the jinns and men except they should worship me alone. And he stated, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. And verily we have sent among every ummah, community, nation, a messenger, proclaiming, worship Allah alone and avoid or keeping away from Tawhid. What is Tawhid? All false deities, whether you go to somebody, whether you wear something, believing in it, all those are false deities. Do not worship Tawhid besides Allah. This is in chapter number 16 and ayah number 36. The surah number is 16. And he said, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ بِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِندَكَ الْكِبَرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُل لَّهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُل لَّهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا واخفض لهما جناح الذل من رحمتي وقل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. Yes, this is Surah Al-Isra, number 23 and 24. And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and that you be dutiful to your parents. Here, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ, it's like a imperative. Allah is saying you have to do this. There is no second thought of doing it. That's a amar that you should worship. وَرَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ. Worship Allah alone but Him, and then be dutiful to your parents. إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ بِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And if one of them or both of them attain old age in your life, say not to them a word of disrespect, nor shout at them, but address them in the term of honor. And we know this ayah, it's like repeated many times. So, imma yablughanna indakal kibira. Like yablugana is from balaga, in the kal kibra, they reach the old age. Kibar here will say old age. Ahaduhuma, one of them. Sometimes it happens. One parent is old, the other in one is not so old. أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف. So don't even say off here. It says, say not to them a word of disrespect, nor shout at them. Here, not only of in is say wala tanharhuma is from nahar noon hara, like nahar is you are shouting, yelling and scolding somebody, so you're not supposed to do to parents, especially nahar has been used. Tanharhuma, first often if you know the word is the kalima kariha, like the fill of the nail or the something on the q-tip of the ear. It's that the kalima kariha. So Allah hates that. Don't even say of. How much words? Just say that of. But that word also Allah says don't say that. Only two words are there. Then also tanhar wa qul lahuma qawlan karima. And what is the order here? To say qawlan karima, respectful words, respectful words. وَاخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنْ رَحْمَتِي. And lower unto them the wing of submission and humility through mercy. But do we have wing? But that's the way of saying, like, humble yourself. submit yourself, give yourself 100% to parents. But remember, believing in one Allah, if they force to do shirk, you are not going to do that. First hukum is وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا. So you have to remember, we are discussing about Tauhid here. Tauhid is important. Some people, they think respecting parents, they touch the feet of the parents. No, that's not the respect. It's not allowed. First, Tawheed, Rabbuka Allah ta'budun, then illa iyahu biwaldina ihsana. Wings of your submission and humility through mercy and say, Rabbir hamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Here, bestow on them your mercy as they bring me up when I was small. Isn't it? When we were small, when we were young, our parents were so good to us. They give, like, sometimes we yell, we cry, we becomes cranky. Sometimes, when we are children, they identify it what we want. But when they become old, we don't identify the thing what's going on. We simply say, oh, why they are doing this, why they are yelling is. Try to understand, and here focus is when you were little, how they cooperate. Now it's your turn. Give your turn. And here, Surah number 4, ayah number 36, وَاعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا. Worship Allah and join none with Him in worship. وَاعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا. Don't do any shirk. Here, we have to understand what shirk is. Shirk is adding other deities with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like, you say, I believe in Allah, but I believe in that festival. I think that is also okay. What they believe in, which God, that also I think that's okay. If they say son of God, oh, I think that's okay. No, that's not. You believe in that also, and you believe in this. No, what Quran says, you will believe in that. And sometimes you say, oh, I will ask that priest, like, if you want something. But some people think, oh, if I ask that person because he's a righteous person is okay. You are asking, okay, make dua. But what about the people who are going on the shrine? They are dead long back. They can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. Then how they can help you? Think about that. And here, later on, we see, say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, come, I will recite what your Lord has prohibited you from. Join not anything in worship. Allah tushriku bihi shay'a. Be good and dutiful to your parents. Bil walidaina ihsana wala taqtulu awladukum. And has prohibited you. Join not anything in worship with him. Be good and dutiful to your parents. This is in Surah number 6, ayah number 151 and 153. And here not killing the children also is mentioned. Wala taqtulu awladukum min imlaq. And killing not your children because of poverty. You think, oh, how can I raise them? So killing, here when we talk about killing when they are in your tummy, doing the abortion, or killing after they are born, you're not careful, careless, many things comes in this. Okay, we provide sustenance for you and for them. Come not near to shameful sins. Here there's one more thing. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الْفَوَاحِشَ مَا ظَهَرَ مِنْهَا وَمَا بَطَنَ. Don't even go to the shameful things, shameful sins, like, having wrong, out of wedlock, having the relationship and etc. Whether committed openly or secretly, all the relationship when you are doing openly or secretly. Here when we are talking about relationship, it comes all out of wedlock, which we call boyfriend girlfriend, and they are crossing the limit, all those things. Not only that, and here these days having a relationship with the same sex, whether lesbians or homosexual, all those things. And kill not anyone whom Allah has forbidden. Don't kill anyone except for a just cause. Here, for a just cause. أو فَقَيْلَ if you are doing it for the just cause according to Islamic law, remember that. This is he has commanded you that you may understand and come too near to the orphan's property except to improve it. Don't go to the orphan's property just to, eat that and take the advantage. No, except to improve it until he or she attains the age of full strength, and give full measure and full weight with justice. These are the different ahkam here given here, series of things what you have to do, like not eating their property, taking care till they are full strength, and not only that, not burden any person which he can bear. Allah is saying, la yukallifullaha illa wus'aha. And then after that, whenever you give your word, judge between men or give evidence, etc., say the truth even if a near relative is concerned. When everyone has their own likes and dislikes, but if you like somebody and you think, oh, I'm doing justice because being a friend or being a near relative, that I have to give the wrong statement. No, it's not so. You have to do bil qist, whether it's against them or against you. You have to do the truth, say truth even if a near relative is concerned, and fulfill the covenant of Allah. This he commands you, and that you may remember. And verily this is my straight path. This is a siratul mustaqim. Wanna has a sirati mustaqima. So follow it, following not other paths, for they will separate you from his path. This he has ordained for you that you may become al-muttaqin, righteous here. There's a hadith here. Ibn Masud radiallahu anhu said, whoever wishes to ascertain the very will of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, on which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has put his seal, let him read the statement of Allah. Say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, come, I will recite what your Lord has prohibited you from. Join not anything in worship, not to do the shirk. And verily this is my straight path. Wa anna haza ila siratil mustaqima. It is narrated that Muaz bin Jabal radiallahu anha said, I was riding behind the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on a donkey, and he said to me, O Muaz, do you know what is the right of Allah on his slaves, and what is the right of the slaves upon Allah? I responded, Allah and his messenger knows best. He continued, the right of Allah upon his slaves is to worship him alone and never to associate anything with him. Worship Allah alone and not adding any partners. The right of the slaves upon him is not to punish any person who does not associate anything with him. I said, O Allah's messenger, may I not give the glad tidings to the people? He replied, no, do not inform them lest they rely on this promise and lapse in their service to him. This hadith in Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. So important issues of the chapter. What are this? Wisdom of Allah in creating jinn and mankind. And the second thing, worship is Tauhid. As in this issue, there had always been dispute between the prophets and the polytheists. And the third thing, those who have not fulfilled the requirements of Tawheed are such they have not worshipped Allah. And in this sense is the meaning of the verse, Wala antum abiduna ma'abud, nor will you worship that which I worship. Suratul Kafirun here clearly mentioned. And the fourth thing, the wisdom is sending the messengers. And the fifth thing, the message of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Tawheed, applies to all nations. All nations. And the sixth thing, all the prophets have brought one and the same religion. And here the meaning is the saying of فَمَنْ يَكْفُرْ بِالطَّاغُوتِ وَيُؤْمِنْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدِ اسْتَمْسَكَ بِالْعُرْوَةِ الْوُثْقَى. Yes, it's in Surah Al-Baqarah, number 256. Whoever disbelieves in Taghut and believes in Allah, then he has grasped the most trustworthy handhold. And ayah number 8, at-taghut, point number 8, at-taghut is the inclusive of all that is worship other than Allah. And the ninth point is the tremendous importance of the three entirely clear verses of Suratul An'am. 151 and 153. I explained the whole detail about, we discuss about. That is Surah number 6. Among the early pious predecessors in this verse are 10 issues. The first of which is prohibition of shirk. And 10 point, the clear verses in Surah Al-Isra 22 to 39 have 18 substantial issues. Allah begins them with La taj'al ma'allahi ilaha akhara fatakhad'adu maz'uman mahzula. Set not up with Allah any other ilah, O man, or you will sit down reproved, forsaken in the hellfire. This is number 22 in Surah Al-Isra, and ended with Wala tajal ma'allahi ilaha akhar. So here, and set not up with Allah any other God, lest you should be thrown into hell blameworthy and rejected. This is in ayah number 39. Allah informed us importance of this issue by saying, ذَلِكَ مِمَّا أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ رَبُّكَ مِنَ الْحِكْمَةِ. This is part of the hikmah, wisdom, good manners, and high character which your Lord has inspired to you. And the verses of Surah An-Nisa, the verse of 10 rights to which Allah the Most High begins by saying, here in this, ayah number 36, وَعْبُدُوا وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا, and worship Allah and join none with Him in worship. And point 12, we must note the admonition of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam which he made before his death. And 13 point, to recognize Allah's rights upon us. And 14 point, to recognize the rights of the slaves if they fulfill his right. Hukuk Allah and Hukukul Ibad, 13 and 14 point. And 15th one, this issue was unknown to most of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the 16 is permissibility to hide some knowledge for the common goods as determined by the Sharia. 17th is, it is desirable to pass the pleasing news to other Muslims. And 18th, fear of depending of the people upon the expansiveness of the Allah's mercy. And the next one is the statements of one who is asked on the matter that are not known to him. Allah and His Messenger knows the best. If you don't know, say, I don't know. La adri. It is correct to impart knowledge selectively to someone and not to others. The humility of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ on riding a donkey with a companion behind. Have you noticed that? Such a humbleness. It is legitimate to have a second rider behind. The point number 22. 23. Superiority of mass winchable. We have seen that. And the last point, that is 24, the greater importance of the issue of Tawheed. Jazakallah khairan kaseera. Subhanakallahumma